Alright, what I'm going to do here is replace the air filter on a 2008 Suzuki C109RT, and we're going to replace it with a K&N air filter. So the first thing you got to do is you got to take the air filter off the bike. Okay, take it off. It's just a couple screws. It's no big deal. Alright, you're going to unscrew the original air filter. Okay, and then we're going to take this filter out and replace it in the casing here, and hopefully it fits okay. So I started to just cut it out around, come on a little closer, come out. And I just cut around the edges of the filter with this knife, X-Acto knife. Okay, and starting to pop it out a little bit. And it came right out. So you can disregard this filter here, and then you're going to have to take this K&N air filter, and it fits just about perfect, like this here, and we'll be ended up putting it back in here into here. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this premium PL adhesive. So I'll get back to you in a minute. I'm going to install this here, get it sealed in, and I'm going to put it back together. And this is the right hand side air filter, and then we'll have to go back to the other side and get the left hand side. It might be a little bit harder, but I'll make sure I put it on a video for you. I looked all over the internet. I could not find anybody, no videos or anything. So I'm here to help you guys and show you what you can do to put a K&N air filter in to your Suzuki Boulevard 2008 C109RT. K&N does not make an air filter for this machine. Okay, so I ended up taking the left side filter off, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to pull it off here. I guess here, I haven't started cutting this one, but the plastic's easy enough. You cut all the way around, like I did the first one, and I'm going to show you what I did. So the filter fitted nice on this side here. I did have to cut a little bit extra just for it to fit real nice into the plastic. I used my dried out stuff. I'm kind of a hack, so I took it off. Not pretty, but the most important thing is no dirt gets into the filter. So that's what you want. Looks a little bit rough, but it's going to do the job. So when I get back, I'm going to cut this out here, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so I got the old filter out. So this is the left-hand side. Cut it out. You do need to trim a little bit of the edge up, just a small amount for it to fit nice. If you squeeze it in, it kind of bends it. So I'm just going to trim a little bit of the edge up here. And there is one thing I noticed on the left side. I've only had this bike for a year. I bought it last year. So I rode it last summer, not a lot of kilometers. But the screws and the filter on the left side seem to have a little bit of corrosion. So I don't know if that means much or anything. But so seems to get a little bit more dirt and debris in it. And this filter here seemed a little dirtier. You can see not much air going through. So I'm going to trim up the edge, get the K&N air filter in. I'm going to seal it all up. Like I said, that's the most important thing, is make sure no dirt gets through the filter. And I'm going to get it back on the bike. I'm going to have to reset the fuel controller now that the K&Ns are on it. And the bike also has a custom chrome long shot 3-inch exhaust on it, so I'm gonna have to tune it up a little bit once I get this together. But once I get it together, I'm gonna put it on the bike, then we'll get the bike running, and I'll see if she makes any more horsepower. And I gotta get all this done because the garage is not heated, and I gotta get it done before my wife gets home. She doesn't like me working on her table, so we'll get back to you. All right, so I left the filters dry overnight. Looks nice and sealed. And actually look great. In here, it's not the best job, but I can tell that it's sealed up pretty good. and I'm going to install it back into the filter housing. I started with this one, get the cover on it, and when we get back to you we'll put it in the machine. Alright, so I just wanted to show you the finish up here on the K&N air filters I installed. One thing I was going to show is the part number for the filters, BM8006, and they're a great match. So we cut out these filters out of the housing. Both sides are pretty dirty, and installed everything went easy. Both sides were no problem to do. The Power Commander 5 that's on this says it doesn't need an adjustment for the aftermarket air filters, so I didn't do any adjustment on the Power Commander. So we thought we'd do a cold start. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. I know we're pretty amateur, but leave a comment and maybe we'll make some more about this bike here. Thanks.